What's up, Broncos Country? The Denver Broncos are hiding an explosive strategy that could turn the AFC West upside down this Sunday. Sean Payton hasn't told anyone about this, but I discovered what's really happening behind the scenes. Today, you're going to know exactly how the Broncos can surprise the Chargers and catch Los Angeles completely off guard. I've been following every move in Broncos Country for years. So here you'll understand what ESPN doesn't talk about, and there's a bombshell detail about Denver's defense that could change everything this 2025 season. Stay with me until the end because this is going to give you chills. How are the Broncos preparing the biggest upset of the season at the Chargers' house? Dude, I'm going to tell you something that's been keeping me up since Monday. The Denver Broncos isn't just another team trying to rebuild. We're a war machine under construction. And the Chargers have no idea about the hurricane that's heading toward SoFi Stadium. Week 3 of the 2025 NFL season. And here we are, ready to show that Mile High is still the home of champions. But wait, before anything else, let me explain why this game against the Los Angeles Chargers isn't just another AFC West matchup. It's the game changer that could define our playoff destiny. Sean Payton said something in the press conference that got me thinking, you chase that perfect game, and it's an imperfect game. That Shangri-La that you're always chasing. Man, this isn't just cheap philosophy. The coach is preparing something epic for Sunday, and I'm going to show you exactly what. First, let's get to the facts. The Denver Broncos are 1-1 this season, and the Chargers are undefeated at 2-0. On paper, Los Angeles looks like the favorite. But between us Broncos fans, when has paper ever meant anything to us? Remember Super Bowl 50? Nobody believed, but we made history. The numbers don't lie. Analysts give the Chargers a 55% probability of victory, but I'm going to show you why these guys are completely off base. The truth is that the Denver Broncos 2025 has a trump card that nobody is seeing. The secret strategy I discovered in this week's practices. Throughout this week, sources close to the team told me that Payton is working on a defensive formation that he hasn't shown yet this season. Remember how he revolutionized the Saints offense? Well, now he's doing the same thing with our defense. Bo Nix, our rookie quarterback, isn't just growing with each game. He's being polished to be the diamond we all knew he could be. Week 1 against the Titans was just the appetizer. The performance against Indianapolis showed areas for improvement, but also revealed the championship mentality this kid has. And about the defense. Dude, this is where things get interesting. Nick Bonito is playing like every snap is his last chance to prove he deserves to be among the league's best. The defensive line is working like a well-oiled machine, and the Chargers are going to feel every ounce of pressure that Mile High can deliver. But there's something that the analysts from ESPN, Fox Sports, and NFL Network aren't seeing. A piece of the puzzle that could be decisive in Sunday's outcome. This is where things get serious, my friend. You know that feeling when you realize your team is about to do something special? That's exactly what I'm feeling right now. Why did Sean Payton choose exactly this moment to reveal his true strategy? The timing isn't a coincidence. This is the earliest matchup between Broncos and Chargers since 2017, and Payton knows that catching Los Angeles by surprise now could define the entire AFC West season for years. We Broncos faced a harsh reality. Watching Kansas City dominate our division like it was their backyard. But 2025 is different. The Chiefs remain strong, sure, but for the first time in a long time, we have a coach who understands Denver's winning DNA. The Chargers are coming off a sequence of 3 straight games against AFC West rivals. And as Payton himself said, that's unusual. Divisional games are wars. They're physical battles that leave marks. And guess who's going to arrive fresh to take advantage of a potentially worn-down Chargers? The Justin Herbert factor nobody is discussing. Herbert is an exceptional quarterback. Nobody denies that. But he has a weak point that our defense discovered studying the game films. Under constant pressure, especially from the edges, he tends to force passes he shouldn't attempt. And, dude, our pass rush is working beautifully. The Nick Bonito contract extension was one of the franchise's best decisions in recent years, and Sunday he's going to show why. His combination with the rest of the defensive line is going to turn Herbert's life into hell. Courtland Sutton extension, the silent move that makes the difference. While everyone was talking about other signings, we secured one of the AFC's best wide receivers. Sutton is playing like he wants to prove he deserves to be among the elite at the position, and his chemistry with Bo Nix is growing with each practice. But between us, the real secret isn't just in the known names. It's in the mentality that Payton managed to instill in the entire team. Have you ever stopped to think why all the great NFL coaches respect Sean Payton? It's simple. The guy doesn't just coach players, he coaches winning minds. And after 2 seasons building this project, we're finally seeing the fruits. The Broncos 2025 is no longer that team that hopes to succeed. We're a team that will succeed. The offensive line depth chart is finally solid. The secondary is flying around the field. And most importantly, all 53 players on the roster believe they can beat anyone, anywhere. Subscribe to the channel and tell me in the comments, do you believe the Denver Broncos can surprise the Chargers in Los Angeles? What's your prediction for the score? Now let me tell you what's really going to happen at SoFi Stadium, Sunday, September 22, 2025, 1:05 p.m. Pacific Time, SoFi Stadium. Los Angeles. Broncos Country is going to invade enemy territory with a confidence we haven't seen in years. Here's my prediction based on everything I've analyzed. The game is going to start tense. The Chargers are going to try to impose their rhythm right in the first quarter, but our defense is going to hold firm. Bo Nix is going to start cautiously, like the smart rookie he is, but as the game evolves, he's going to find his rhythm. The second quarter is where the magic is going to happen. Sutton is going to make at least one reception that's going to make the list of best Broncos 2025 highlights. And our running game, which everyone doubts, is going to show up when they least expect it. The decisive moment is going to be in the third quarter. This is where Sean Payton's superior preparation is going to make the difference. While the Chargers are going to be feeling the wear from previous games, we're going to be fresh, focused, and ready for the kill shot. The defense is going to force at least 2 turnovers, 1 interception, and 1 fumble recovery. And every time our secondary makes a play like that, the entire mile-high salute is going to echo all the way to Los Angeles. The fourth quarter is going to be pure emotion. Los Angeles is going to try one last desperate push, but our mental toughness, developed in Payton's practices, is going to be the difference between victory and defeat. Final score, Denver Broncos, 24-17 Los Angeles Chargers. Why am I so sure of this historic turnaround? First, preparation. Sean Payton had 2 weeks to study every Chargers move. The guy who turned Drew Brees into a Hall of Famer knows exactly how to neutralize Justin Herbert. Second, momentum. A victory over the Chargers at their house is going to give monster confidence for the rest of the season. It's going to show the entire AFC that the Denver Broncos 2025 is here to stay. Third, tradition. We are Denver. We are mile high. We are the home of champions. And it's time to remind everyone of that. The behind the scenes that will make the difference. During this week's practices, the atmosphere was different. It wasn't just technical preparation. It was mental preparation from a team that knows it's about to make history. The veterans were teaching, the rookies were learning, and everyone was buying into the fight. Bo Nix's season debut might not have been perfect, but it showed exactly what we needed to see: grit, intelligence, and zero fear of competing at the highest level. Sunday is going to be the game that marks the beginning of the Bo Nix era in Denver. And about that bombshell detail I promised at the beginning? Here it is. Sources told me that the defense developed a 3-4 variation that's going to completely confuse the Chargers' offensive scheme. It's a formation that Payton was saving specifically for important divisional games. It's going to be like watching a chess master make the decisive move. The Chargers are going to take at least 2 quarters to adjust, and when they do, it'll be too late. Broncos Country, our time has come. It doesn't matter if the experts give 55% to the Chargers. It doesn't matter if we're playing on the road. It doesn't matter if we're underdogs on paper. What matters is that we have Sean Payton. We have Bo Nix growing with each game. We have the best fan base in the NFL. And we have that mile-high mentality that made 3 Super Bowls become reality. Sunday isn't just another Week 3 game. It's the beginning of our journey back to the top. Los Angeles Chargers, get ready. The Denver Broncos 2025 is coming, and we didn't come just to participate. We came to dominate. If you're a true Broncos fan, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and share this video with everyone who bleeds orange and blue. In the comments, tell me, what's going to be the moment that defines our victory? And don't forget, Sunday, 1:05 p.m., everyone united by the TV screaming, "Broncos Country, let's ride!"